Every once in a while, it's quiet in the house when I'm doing something like washing bottles or sippy cups or the kids' cups, and these sweet little items that go through our home so fast. Whenever there's an occasional quiet moment and you're really just sitting here and taking it in, it's such a reminder to me of how fast each one of my times in this stage has gone. I found this super cute silverware set on Amazon, and I'm gonna put the link over on my Instagram. So if you guys are looking for that, I'll put it in my Amazon store so you can find it there or in my story. When it comes to homemaking, I think the term is more intimidating than it used to be to me, because before I knew about this whole world of homemaking content, I thought a homemaker was someone who stayed at home and took care of the home, and as basic or as intense as you want that to be. So for me, I would say, taking care of the home means taking care of laundry, taking care of doing the dishes, taking care of cooking the meals, and making sure the home is clean and keeping your house warm and inviting for your family and guests. So in my mind, that's always what a homemaker was. Well, recently I have gone into the world of homemaking content, and it is a lot more in depth to a lot of people than just that, because a lot of these homemakers are also homesteaders, where the definition of a homesteader is basically someone who grows all their own food, all of their own vegetables and fruits, and then they have usually a farm where they get their own dairy and eggs and sometimes even meat from their home. So a homesteader doesn't really need to leave the home to get anything that they need. To me, the difference between a homemaker and a homesteader is that a homemaker can still source things outside of the home. However, as I dive into this homemaking content, they seem to be interchangeable, and so that can be a little bit confusing. I would definitely consider myself a homemaker, and a lot more so now, but we're definitely not on the homesteading, not even in the realm of that at this point. Is anyone else shocked that I'm pulling out a sewing kit? Because it's very bizarre for me to be at this point in my life, but I now have a sewing kit. I mean, I've had like the little travel ones, but this is like getting into like a bigger sewing kit. I feel like I'm gradually progressing to grandma level, but I bought some thimbles because when I'm sewing my comforter back together, every time it gets ripped open and the feathers go all around, it hurts my freaking thumb. So I bought thimbles, and so I'm adding them to my sewing kit. Y'all, this is a sentence I never thought you would hear me say. I don't know if you noticed that my nails are different, but I took Adeline to get her nails done with me, and we both got a manicure pedicure, and it was awesome. But I'm winding down with a little orange water with some lime juice as well, and it was really delicious at the end of this day. The next morning, I headed up to the warehouse to start the first day of Sugarberry diaper bag fulfillment. I started with getting Pecos Princess orders out the door that had been placed over the weekend, and then I moved on to my very first Sugarberry orders, which was amazing and surreal, and I feel all the feelings doing this. But I also have to say, I am so looking forward to staying home full time. I think it's going to be the best thing for everyone, and I'm glad that we have a great team who's going to be able to take over and honestly do things better than I can do them. So, and I can say that with confidence, and I just know that things that are happening in my world right now are the right things. This little tape situation took me so long to figure out how to do. I'm recording right here like my first time trying to use it. So the little wheel gets wet. There's water underneath there, and the wheel gets wet. It wets this tape, and then you rip it off and put it across the box. It took me an abnormally long amount of time to learn how to do this, but I finally have the hang of it and I'm a pro now. And those of you who've done this before are probably cringing watching this, but it actually works a lot better if you hold one hand down on top of the tape and press down onto the wet pad or the wet roller, and then use the other hand to pull it out. So you're pushing it down while you're pulling it out, and that has been the best situation for me. I also learned that if you put a little piece of tape at one of the corners just to hold it steady, it's much easier to lay the tape flat across, this tape that you have to get wet. Lay the tape flat across, fasten it to the sides first, pretty firmly, and then run your hands across the top. And that I found was the best way to use this tape. I took a break to get my favorite food from In's Thai here in Boerne. It is the best Thai food in the world. I'm convinced that even if I go to Thailand, that this food is better. It's so good. So I got a lightly sweetened matcha. I got Penang curry with chicken, and then I got 2 spring rolls. So good.